The fight over the controversial Dakota Access Pipeline continues. And now Bernie Sanders, as well as 4 other Democratic senators, are urging the Obama administration to, hey, you know what? Let's stop construction on the entire thing. Because right now, there are still sections of the pipeline that are still being worked on by construction crews. Bernie Sanders and these 4 other Democratic senators are saying, you know what? Let's stop Obama. Let's stop building the pipeline until we can do a full environmental review. And this is according to the Associated Press. Now, as I said, Bernie Sanders and these 4 senators have asked Obama to stop the construction until this full environmental review. In a statement, the senator said Thursday, the request is due to a federal appeals court denying the Standing Rock Sioux's motion for a temporary work stoppage in southern North Dakota within 20 miles of Lake Oahe. I think I said that right. Hopefully I did. Sometimes I butcher things. The Fed stopped construction on land bordering and under the lake in order to review the permitting process. Now, the Associated Press mentions that this environmental review would likely delay the pipeline. Now, of course, Energy Transfer Partners wants to have this pipeline done before the end of the year because it's a $1 billion deal. They stand to make lots and lots of money from building this pipeline. Now, Bernie Sanders and these other senators, as well as the people who are protecting the water against the pipeline and these ancient Native American lands, are trying to push for this review because, look, what happened to the Keystone Pipeline? Why did that not get built? Well, it's because they did an environmental review and they found that, it's not going to add really any jobs. A couple of temporary, a couple thousand maybe temporary construction jobs, and that's it. Like 50 or 60 permanent positions, something around that ballpark. Not very many jobs. And it wouldn't add to energy independence. Plus, it would actually add a lot of carbon to the atmosphere. Well, we're dealing with climate change. And so environmental groups and environmental review would basically show that this would add lots and lots of carbon to the atmosphere that we don't necessarily need to pump into the atmosphere at this point. We're already over 400 ppms, and now we're staying there when it comes to carbon. Not a good thing, especially when we were supposed to stay under 350. But so that's the hope that these senators and Bernie Sanders are hoping for, to shut this whole thing down because of an environmental review, the same kind of review that shut down the Keystone XL pipeline. Now, these 4 other senators are Patrick Leahy of Vermont, Dianne Feinstein of California, Ben Cardin of Maryland, and Ed Markey of Massachusetts. So, now, here's the other thing on this, right? Now, we know people that have been covering this, it's gotten kind of contentious. Democracy Now! Reporter went down there, and for some reason I can't seem to recall her. Amy Goodman? How did I forget Amy Goodman? She went down there, and she recorded dogs attacking protesters, and just all of this shady stuff going down there. And then she got an arrest warrant on her. And now, more prominent person, Shailene Woodley, star of the Divergent series, also got arrested while she was down there. Now, the good thing about that, and I know it's a terrible thing because you don't want her arrested, but guess what? This is going to raise eyebrows. More people are going to pay attention to this now. And so, the thing about this whole pipeline fight is not a lot of people really knew about it. Well, now they do. By arresting her, they pretty much guaranteed that more people will pay attention to this fight and see how systematically wrong this entire pipeline fight is. And that's a good thing. And now you have Bernie Sanders now asking, and this is the right time, Obama to halt the pipeline. And there's a chance that the administration now is going to be forced in a position of taking some sort of action on this, now that more people are paying attention. They wanted to sweep this thing under the rug. Well, not going to happen, dude. Now it's more out in the open. Now is the perfect time to say, why don't we stop and do an environmental review and see how much this pipeline will actually hurt the environment. It's an excellent strategy. Now, I don't know what kind of actions the Obama administration will take. But look, judging on what he did for Keystone, you never know. We might actually get a victory from this. We'll have to wait and see. But what I do know is that this fight to stop this pipeline is far from over. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent, non-corporate media, go to our Patreon page and become a patron. Patreon.com/TYTNation.